Hello everyone, my name is Jared Withers, and this is Big Brother Season 3. After Dr. Will won Season 2, Les Moonves was quoted as saying he was happy with the way Big Brother Season 2 was a success. Season 3 was officially announced in early 2002. CBS was also planning on a celebrity edition of the game. Arnold Shapiro returned to produce the series and put some new rules in place, including but not limited to anyone who reads banners could face expulsion. As you guys, I'm sure, remember, there are lots of issues with banners going over the house. Alison Groder returned as executive producer and stated that they added some twists and some roadblocks. In May, the new season was officially announced to premiere on July 10th, 2002. Casting for the new season began in April 2002. The cast was leaked on July 4th and then officially announced on July 5th, and the house guests entered the Big Brother house on the 6th. Big Brother Season 3 premiered on July 10th, 2002. Now, let's get into it. Day 1. The first day is where we meet the cast and they get set up to play the first game. The house guests' first competition is a food competition. They have to pack a whole bunch of food into bags and get into a nest. One male, one female to a nest. But this is Big Brother, and that's not all. There is another challenge. Whoever stays in the nest the longest gets extra cash. Day 2. This is the first HOH competition. It's kind of like a trivia game. A house guest reads a card and picks which house guest would fit that card. It came down to Lisa and Lori. Lisa won with a vote of 8-2. The next question is, who's going to be the first eviction? Everyone is talking about the eviction and who is going to be put up first. We have a luxury competition. Everyone gets a bag and has to change in the swimwear provided. The challenge was to have everyone switch swimsuits to access the hot tub. Everyone did it and won access. Lori and Marcellus are put on the block for eviction the first time, but not the only time Marcellus will be in this position. We begin after HOH put 2 people on the block. Another competition is in order. Lisa wanted a list of food everyone was craving, and this was the challenge. The house guests have to throw raw eggs with a food item written on them. However many they catch, they receive. We also get an introduction of the power of veto. So the competition is you have to shoot balls into everyone's bucket, and Jerry wins the power of veto. On episode 4, it's rumored all episode that Jerry's going to use the power of veto, or he isn't. He tells Marcellus he's going to use it, and he actually does. Jerry says he went along with the alliance because he lost his way. It's kind of weird, to be honest, but we'll see how this goes. Episode 5, this is the first live eviction of the summer. Julie had some audio issues, but they got it fixed. We got to see some families of the 3 people who've been on the block. We see Marcellus' sister and Lori's mom and kids. Then we see Amy's parents. With a 5-4 vote, Lori gets evicted. And we get the second HOH competition, and Marcellus wins. Episode 6, Amy's trying to figure out who else voted for her. We see Marcellus' HOH room, and he asks everyone not to ask him to put people on the block. There was a competition where you had to go, we had to eat a gingerbread house thing, whatever. Blue team versus red team, and the red team won with Josh getting disqualified because he used his hands. Josh made a plea to Marcellus to put himself and Jerry on the block. Instead, he put Josh and Tanya on the block. Episode 7, we get the power of veto competition. Danielle wins the power of veto. She tells Marcellus to allow Josh to come off the block, but he says no, he doesn't like Josh. So Danielle says to take Tanya off and put Jerry up in her spot. We get to the power of veto meeting, and Danielle doesn't use it at all, and the block stays the same. We get another eviction. Episode 8, Eviction Night. We are primed for a good night. We start with the eviction. I honestly thought we would see Josh get evicted, but I was wrong, happily. Tanya is the one to go home. We also get an update on Monica, Will, Bunky, and Cheryl. We get a new HOH, and it's Roddy. Episode 9, we get a lot of people in relationships in the house, and it turns out Eric cheating on his girlfriend at home. It's never brought up again, so I'm assuming everyone forgot. Josh makes a plan with Roddy to put up Lisa and Marcellus. Roddy agrees, but when we get to the meeting, Roddy puts up Amy and Marcellus. We will see who gets power of veto. Episode 10, Power of Veto time. Are you ready? I'm ready. We see a huge pool board on the ground. Danielle wins the power of veto, but like we've seen in the past, she declines to use it. let's pause and we'll discuss the cast for a second. First up, we have my favorite cast member, Josh, a waiter from Queens, New York. Josh is a funny guy, likes to make people smile. Then we have Lisa, a bartender from LA. Lisa was my second favorite, another one who liked to smile and make others smile. Next, there's Jerry, a teacher from Shadow Hills. Now, I thought Jerry was going to be like the old guy from last season, Kent, although he's more like me with more religion. Next is Eric from Milford, a firefighter, a super nice guy. Next is Kiki from New York, a marketing rep and kind of an airhead, but nice nonetheless. Next is Lori from Superior, a bank rep and the mom of the season. Next is Tanya from Vegas, a retail sales specialist with not much else to say. Next is Roddy from Morristown, a writer who was more in the game than he let on. Next is Marcellus from Chi-Town, our token gay cast member of the season. Next is Amy from Nashville, one of the many crushes the guys have this season. Next is Jason from Mobile, a pretty boy with no accent. Last but not least is Danielle from Fairfield, a great player and someone we saw in 2023. I'm very excited to tell you guys about this season, like the rest of the season at least. The third eviction is Amy, someone my grandma was happy to see go. Eric was next to get evicted to get Lisa alone in the house. The fifth eviction was the saddest during this rewatch. Let's get into it. After Eric's eviction, Kiki became HOH. Lisa won the power of veto for the first time and did not use it. Josh was evicted. I almost gave up on this video, so you are welcome. You are seeing it. We get a concert on day 42 from country superstar Sheryl Crow. A great concert, honestly. This kept the house guests going. Amy returned as well, and my grandma almost quit the rewatch. She won HOH and put Kiki and Roddy up for eviction, with Kiki losing in a 4-1 vote. Jason then won HOH to put Amy up with Jerry. Jason also won veto, and it stayed Amy and Jerry, with Jerry getting evicted. Marcellus then won HOH and put up Amy and Roddy, with Amy winning veto and Roddy going home. Jason then won HOH for a second time. He put up Amy again and Marcellus, with Marcellus winning the golden veto, the last veto of the season, and still leaving. Danielle then became HOH, evicting Amy for a second time, and Jason leaving a couple days later. I'm going to try to get an actual setup for these videos. Anyway, the last week was the biggest up to this point. Lisa and Danielle, the final two of the season, they get the jury together and they discuss who they think is going to be the winner. Danielle had a lot of support verbally, but in the end, it was a 9-1 vote for Lisa. The season premiere had 9.2 million people watch it, and the most watched episode of this season, it had 9.9 million viewers. It seems to have been received well, but some issues arise, like Kiki having a criminal record. Other than that, it's been pretty influential and received well by the public. And finally, my thoughts. Out of the 3 seasons I made videos on, this one is my favorite so far. I love the show and I'll keep doing this. Thank you, have a good day or night, and I will see you soon.